wants to recap last session and all of that nastiness for inspiration.
I can do it.
Go for it, please.
We begin in the manor of the Baron of Valaki as we picked up our investigation into the missing servants. I forget what the word that was actually used was, but they were servants. And through the course of our investigation, it turns out that they had very clearly not planned on going somewhere, like they had planned on coming back. But we discovered that Victor had been, who is the Baron's son, had been doing teleportation experiments and used Boris and I want to say Ilyana, but I'm pretty sure that is no Ilyana. I was close.
Yeah, that was basically it.
Had used them as guinea pigs. He says willingly. We're not entirely positive that that's true, but they had apparently been teleported somewhere, and when confronted, Victor tried to teleport himself out, and it did not take. He got bug zappered, basically, and was left here, and he has agreed that he will not be attempting to get any more help, since we have no idea if those people are even alive. Excuse me. And we will look for a solution for him, potentially something to do with the Vistani. Maybe. Who knows? He was not convinced that they would be able to help him, since he said that natives of Barovia are unable to travel through the mists other than the Vistani, and that the potion that they offer doesn't work. It's snake oil. We went to said Vistani and arrived in time to see a Vistani boy being whipped for having lost Aragal's child. I say lost. A 16-year-old boy did not fend off a grown man who kidnapped the daughter and was going to, as we discovered, sacrifice her by throwing her into the lake, which is completely devoid of life. He is hoping that it would return fish to the lake. On the way to meet with said fisherman, we ran into a elf who introduced himself as Rahadin. The Right Hand of Darkness, I believe, was the title.
Right Hand of the Lord of Darkness.
Right Hand of the Lord of Darkness. I was so close.
Yeah.
Once again, just barely off. The uncanny valley of recaps. We had a kind of a weird conversation with him. He did help us. I say he helped us. He went with us when we rescued. Arabella was the daughter of Aragal, right?
Arabelle.
Correct.
Arabelle. Okay, sorry. One of my dad's other grandkids is Arabella, so I was like, wait, am I crossing streams again? We rescued her from the boat. We brought the fisherman, who it turns out is a soulless person. There's a term that I definitely
Empty
wrote
one.
down. Empty one, thank you. I've got to find all my notes. I've lost them all again. We handed him over to Aragal for Vistani justice into the kidnapping, or in regards to the kidnapping. We got Arabella back, and then decided to kick off our investigation into the missing reliquary bones. So we went back to the temple. We went back to St. Andrew's and spoke to the uh, priest. I'll go
Hmm.
with priest. Yep.
Yeah.
Who gave us access to the crypt. He explained that only a handful of people had the key, and the most recent one was the new altar
Hmm.
boy.
Hmm.
I'm not even sure if that. I mean, that's what I would call it here, but I don't know if that's the Saint Angel's term. Apparently, it is.
Yes.
And so we wrapped up right as we were about to have a conversation with him about why there's an empty reliquary.
Yeah. Not super surprising. The vampire book is fraught with allusions to Catholic culture. So, when in doubt, you can default that direction. uh, but yes. Sorry. Is there any more you want to cover?
Oh, I'm sorry. I did skip over that we had a chat with Casimir, who is one of the elves that travels with the Vistani, who explained the story of Rahadin. Basically, when Strahd, I don't know if took over is quite the correct thing, but basically, as things in Barovia started to get really dark, Casimir's sister Petrina she went to a place called the Amber Temple to try to find some sort of solution to the problem of the elves being, I believe the words were hunted like rabbits, and
Hmm.
they were basically, under assault constantly. She started to. Casimir was afraid she was losing her mind between her trip to the Amber Temple and I believe a visit with Strahd himself. And so he did what he thought was a mercy killing, and in revenge, uh, Rahadin, I believe, murdered all of the women and children of the elves. And so the elves are a a slowly going extinct group here.
Yes. And it's worth noting, I didn't verbalize it, I don't think particularly well. But in addition to the killing of all the women and children of this clan of elves, Rahadin also did mutilate Casimir.
Yes.
He's cut his ears off.
Yeah.
Yeah, slightly less important, I think, but a point I want to make clear. Uh, Back at St. Andrews, is there anything else you want to cover in the recap, or are we good to get right into it?
Um, don't think so. Like we had taken a look at the where the reliquary should be, and there was basically nothing there. Nothing nothing that was there that shouldn't be, and nothing that stood out as to why the bones would be missing, unless I'm
Correct.
misremembering something. Okay.
Yeah. So you are in the Church of Saint Andrew, and Lucian has more or less turned you loose, with the one note being that the only other person who knows where the reliquary has been kept is Yeska, the altar boy who you've been speaking with in the past. So I believe last week I even ended with we'll start this session with another Inquisition. So take it away, boys.
Well, should we find Yeska so we can learn from the boy?
I believe he's right here.
Ah, Yeska. Well found.
Hello.
So I take it you're aware of the uh, missing things, thing, bones.
Reliquary.
Uh, I'm sorry. They're missing.
Okay, that's gonna make things a little more difficult, I guess. Yeah, yeah, the bones of uh, the saint are not where they're supposed to be. We were speaking with the father, and he says that you are the only other person who has knowledge of where they're kept or a key to retrieve them.
Uh, yes. Well, sort of. Uh, it is my responsibility to keep the artifacts under the altar in condition. Um,
When's the last time you checked in on them?
uh, a couple days ago, probably.
Have we been told how long they've been missing?
Uh,
Because we were told about them yesterday
mhm.
being missing. He did make it seem like a very recent event as well, I think.
He did. And he has implied such. I'm checking to see if he's said specifically. He did not give a specified time, but it is
Mm,
a recent event.
okay. Well, was there anything strange or out of place? You said you were charged with keeping them in good condition. Um, did you physically interact with them at all? Are you sure that they were there and not an illusion?
I believe they were the real thing. I dust and clean.
Hmm. And there wasn't anything strange that happened? Any uh, dizziness or blackout, lack of memory?
Uh, no. Everything was normal. He's kind of wringing the hems of his sleeves.
You seem pretty nervous, kid.
Uh, it is the artifact of our safety. Missing.
Hmm.
Are you interested in rolling insight?
I would love to.
Go for it. Wasn't sure if that's what you were goading towards. He is visibly sweating, um, uh, and is looking up at you almost with the 24, almost as if he is trying to avoid looking like he's avoiding your gaze.
Look, buddy, we just want to retrieve the atoms. We need to find out everything we can. If there's anything odd or suspicious you can tell us about, that would be very helpful.
There's another boy who works here. He stays here. He's one of the orphans. His name is Milovaj. I'd asked him to take care of some of the cleaning duties. Um, but that would have been more recent, I think.
Hmm. You asked him to take care of some of the cleaning duties that you specifically are supposed to be in charge of?
He nods in shame.
Hmm.
And you gave him the key?
Yes,
Where will we find this Milovac now?
he has quarters just this way, and he points into one of the path. There's not many pathways in this chapel, but just with the gesture, you have a pretty good idea of where to go.
Well, we shall go see if we can have a word with Milovic. In the meantime, I think it might be good for you to go and have a word with the father. Tell him of what you've told us, and if there is uh, penance he requests of you, do so humbly.
Still gripping the hems of his sleeves, he bows his head and uh, tucks away.
Perhaps we should have asked what this individual looks like, but
Yeah, that might have been good. Oops.
I'm sure we'll find them.
We will follow the directions and see if we can find that guy's quarters.
Yeah. Can knock on a couple doors, hear no answer until there is a response behind one of the doors asking you to saying that the door is unlocked. You may enter.
We'll open it up.
Room is very small, very humble. Uh, there is not even a desk. There is just a chair, a wash basin, and a bed, as well as some hardware effects that are piled in one corner, a shovel, a toolbox, and a young man who looks like he is probably older than Yeska, with dark, straight hair and kind of a grim face, who waits for you to address him as he sits on the bed.
What does the shovel look like? Is it dirty?
Probably a little bit. Do you want to roll like a quick like perception or investigation check? I don't think you'd be able to tell whether or not
Mhm.
it's like freshly dirt.
Yeah.
Well, it's an old tool, is what you kind of glance at.
Okay. Hello, Milovaj.
I was asking.
My name is Zeldrin. This is Azrak and Ariam. We're been asked to look into something by the father.
He sits up and waits for you to continue.
You are Milovich?
Close enough.
That's not a good answer, son.
Milovaj.
My apologies. Milovaj, we were speaking earlier with Yeska. He told us that you handled some cleaning responsibilities for him recently,
He nods.
particularly cleaning the reliquary, the bones beneath the altar.
Yes.
The father has reported to us that those bones have quite recently gone missing. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
They were there when I was cleaning. They were there when I left. There was someone who had
Was
come in and asked about it while I was working.
someone else came? Someone else was there.
Yes.
Who?
Fellow, he works with Father Lucian sometimes. He's the coffin maker in town. He and I work sometimes in the graveyard together.
What kind of questions was he asking?
Just what are those? Why are they not in a coffin? Why are they in the chapel?
And how did you answer these questions?
Honestly,
Hmm. And that was this? That was it? This man left and. Uh,
gave me some coin for my trouble, but I did not think of it.
and you did return the key to uh,
Yeska.
Yeska.
Yes.
We will check, of course, but this person with whom you work at the cemetery, they are there now, or perhaps they work somewhere else during the day?
He has his shop he attends.
Which is
Where would we find that shop?
He pulls himself with a slump over, like upwards and to the smaller window in the building or in the room, uh, facing eastward. He says, let's see, it is near one of the squares in town. Follow the main road. You find the coffin maker's shop. Vandervoort is his name.
Vandervoort. All right. No other strange things happened while you were in control of the altar or the reliquary?
He asked to buy them from me. Told him that is nonsense.
Hmm. And you didn't feel like this was an important enough thing to mention to the father?
He didn't get them, did he?
Well, he might very well have, now that you mention it. Can
He
I
just
make
kind of shrugs.
can I make an insight check on this guy's whole deal? He
Yeah.
seems apathetic, but I don't feel like he's lying.
Yeah, sure.
14.
Uh, you recall there was no tampering with the lock. Um, someone had, I believe, Ariam had checked that. Um, he also had made mention that he had been given coin. Kind
So
of, yeah, have a inkling.
he asked to buy these things, and you laughed him off, refused him, but he still gave you coin in the end?
He just shrugs.
It's also peculiar that we know that the lock was not broken or picked, not tampered with. Whomever made off with the reliquary did so by use of a key. Tell us true. Did you sell those bones to this man? It will be worse for you if you continue a falsehood and we discover it to be false.
He offered the money. I have younger siblings who are elsewhere. He said that they would be returned after he had time to examine them.
examine them, whatever for.
I don't know. He is a coffin maker.
Things don't correlate as much as you make it seem. Well, how much gold did he give you?
8 pieces.
Very well. Wait here a moment. Zezarak Arium,
Hmm.
should we step outside and have a word for a moment?
Yes.
Stepping
Apparently
outside.
not. No.
Speaking a little hushedly, well, suppose we need to inform the father. Are we worried about this guy trying to make a break for it now, or I guess stepping outside has given him the opportunity if that's what he intends to do.
I mean, where is he going to go?
Yep, it is dangerous outside of town. It's no good to his siblings if he dies. Well, should we ask him to accompany us back to the father and corroborate what he's told us?
I suppose yes. Although, uh, I mean, we largely need to go speak to this
Coffin maker.
coffin maker. I think we
Yes,
can tell the father what we found, but ultimately the father can do very little with that information other than send us.
indeed. We'll make it quick. Just let the father know, and he can handle what uh, penance he would request of this Milovage, and we can be off. Zaz, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think as long as we inform Father Lucian as to what we know has transpired thus far, so that he knows not to trust Milovash around anything important at this point. What or how he chooses to deal with it is his business, and whether or not Milovash decides to stay is his. So,
Indeed.
yeah, I figure we tell Father Lucian and then go speak with the coffin maker and first recover the reliquary, and second, if he can inform us as to why someone who makes coffins needs to examine a set of bones, that is most peculiar.
Indeed.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, I think I'll step back in and have another word just right quick with Milovage, and then we can uh, inform the father and set off towards the coffin house. And I'll just poke back in, and I will pull 10 gold out of my pocket and toss it to him. We shall be informing the father of what it is that has transpired. Um, if it is the case that he requests you to hand over the money that you obtained for these bones, there's something for you and your family. I would request that you do not try to flee and take responsibility for your part in whatever this is. And we shall try to do our best to recover the reliquary.
All right. And you want to go? You want to speak to Lucian too?
Yeah,
All right. Yeah. Milovaj does not give you a lot more uh, in the way of response, but you can go speak with father.
well, Father Lucian, through a little bit of digging, we have discovered that Yeska loaned his key to Milovaj so that Milovaj could assist with a little bit of the cleaning responsibilities, during which time Milovaj was cleaning, and another person, a coffin maker. Um, brother, what was the name of that fella?
Max, what was the name of that fella?
Vandervoort. I'll spell that for you.
A coffin maker, Vandervoort, that approached Milovaj and requested to purchase the bones. Milovaj was not incredibly compliant, but was convinced by this Vandervoort to allow him to take them for a short amount of time, supposedly to examine them, and paid Milovaj a small amount. Wanted to inform you of what's going on there, and we're going to go track down Vandervoort now and see if we can recover the items. But
That is strange and alarming. Yes, so that the sooner they can be retrieved, the better.
yes, we're headed there now. Just wanted to let you know what we'd found so far.
Thank you. I will speak to the boy myself.
Wonderful.
All right. Are you stepping out to the coffin makers?
Off to see the coffiner.
You walk your way down the main street, the length of this town and nearly to its road's end. And as you are walking, the sun begins to lower just. You can feel the chill of evening begin to set, though there is still light enough for you to see yourselves uh, without a lantern and without street lights. There are more decorations being set out for the upcoming festival, many of which appear to be just arrangements of torches that are being set up with kindling and bundles of sticks nearby. Um, some have taken the care to cover them in case of rain, and others have not. So some of them are already visibly damp. And through the town, you come to an uninviting little shop, 2 stories tall, with a sign shaped like a coffin above the front door. All of the window shutters are closed tight, and there is silence around the entirety of this building and even in its neighboring houses.
I just listen at one of the boarded up windows before I go knocking on the door.
Make me a perception check.
If I remember correctly, somewhere in all of my ridiculous sight and senses relies on hearing.
Yes. Is that all the time or just when
All the
you're
time.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be advantage then.
Heck yeah, that means I get to keep the 8 for a total of 13.
You mostly hear the
Living
just
the dream.
steady the steady sounds of a saw is what you hear.
I will try the door and try to just head in.
There's definitely someone inside.
The door is locked, but when you try the door, the sawing stops, and you hear someone shout, "Go away! We're closed! We're closed! Do not do. We're closed! Go away!"
I,
Hi, yes, we are on the business of St. Andrews, and we've come for the bones. Andrel, not Andrew. I'll shoulder check the door. Fuck it.
Oh, okay. All right, go for it.
Strength check. Oh, I should have brought out our Lord and Savior. What am I doing? I didn't get
Oh
crow.
shit! Arium doesn't need crowbar. Probably would have held you back, honestly. You hear the door rattle and the wood splint, and someone squawking in fear on the other side of the door, and hurriedly steps running to the door and the door unlocking. When it opens, you see an older gentleman, uh, hair entirely white, eyes entirely sad, and terrified even. A thick beard growing in. He's wearing leathers as protective equipment, and he's covered in sawdust. I'm sorry. What can we are closed.
Are you Vandervoort?
Henrik, yes.
Vandervoort, please. Just hand over the bones. When he gets like this, I don't know how long I can keep him under control.
Can you make me an intimidation check, uh, Zazarak?
I can't help myself from laughing a little bit as
Arium is not helping, just going grrr
As
as he catches on to what Zazarak is trying to do.
You're
Henrik,
still an alien to him.
are you the same Vandervoort that spoke with a Milavage, an altar boy, at the church a few days past?
Please, you don't want to get yourselves tied up in this. I swear.
I
I swear.
absolutely do.
It's a little too late. I've already said we're here on the business of St. Andrew's. We are tied up in this.
He looks behind him and up at the ceiling, and
I look up.
Do I see a
you just see the
staircase
ceiling.
anywhere?
Let's see. Nope, not immediately. He says, "Can we go outside, please?"
No. Speak before we start tearing this place apart.
Okay, all right. There's a woman came some weeks ago. Vasily van Holtz, she called herself. She said that she was going to bring business. This is not in the morbid sense that sounds, but she would offer me a board commission if I were to help her, and I agreed. And she made order for many of my utilities, and then her requests became a little more unusual. She asked for me to retrieve the the bones of the saints. She said if I did not, then my life would be forfeit. She is upstairs.
How do I get upstairs?
She's not alone up there.
Thank you for the heads up.
Don't.
Is there anyone else in the building that is do you have other family in the building? Anyone else we would need to make sure is safe?
Just. It is just me.
And where are the bones now?
They are also upstairs.
how many others is she upstairs with?
He thinks and says 5, 6.
Do you know anything else about what it is they're doing up there? on anything in particular?
Don't know.
Perhaps it's best if you get yourself to St. Andrews.
That place is not safe anymore.
No, but it is certainly safer than this place is at the moment.
Wait, why exactly do you mean it's not safe anymore?
She has told me. She has told me the Sir want to keep the church safe.
No other infiltration that you're aware of?
She, or he shakes his head.
Very well. Yes, as Ariam said, it is certainly a safer place than this is right now.
He still looks deeply distressed. Uh, I, I cannot. These creatures, they are very, very dangerous.
Love table question. We have not had a rest since the lake, correct? Or have we?
No.
Okay. Did not think so, just confirming. Well, gentlemen, shall we retrieve the reliquary? I feel as though if it is the only thing keeping St. Andrews safe, and we have very recently brought several children to St. Andrews, it is rather incumbent upon us to do so. Or
I
shall
would
we
agree.
take Henrik here and ensure his safety first?
I think he can handle himself well enough.
Besides, I think the best thing we can do to ensure that Henrik here is safe is to run interference between him and whatever is upstairs.
Hmm.
Of course, Henrik, that means you need to go.
I'm going. Sorry, go ahead. I'm cutting myself for damage to
Okay.
activate my Rite of the Frozen on my trident.
All right. Cast
Um,
another look to the ceiling, and very nervously steps over the threshold.
Well,
Gentlemen, this feels like it's got some real potential to get real bad. So let's everybody take good care of yourselves. And I'll cast aid on the three of us.
As he passes the three of you, Henrik gives you an earnest look of solemnity and sadness, and hurries to the street and then starts running.
You know, one of these days I will remember to buy a shield, but today is not that day.
would you care to borrow mine?
No, no, no. Far more important that you're safe.
I do have this fancy
I'm
cloak, but
out of healing potions, so
I'll do what I can.
Yeah. Once we're back in, and I would like to take a deep breath, see if I get a whiff of anything untoward.
Uh, Immediately, no.
Okay.
Just because it is so restricted.
Hmm.
Um, you enter the front of this shop. You see the woodworking tables with every tool as a carpenter could make use of, and some sturdy furniture. The three counters and whatever project he may have been starting or working on when you had interrupted. You going right to this door, Zeldrin?
Yeah.
There's a room or a table with four chairs in one corner of this room that you've come into, with a lantern hanging from a chain directly above it. Two well-made cabinets stand against the east wall.
I will just blow on through to this next door.
Okay. Arranged haphazardly across the floor of this much larger and mustier room, you see just a scatter of finished coffins.
I'll throw both of these doors open real quick.
Okay. This one here returns to the storefront. This one leads to a flight of stairs.
Got a staircase over here. Should I like to head up or check the other room?
nope. He said they were upstairs.
Wonderful.
Marching order?
Heading up.
Gentlemen, I feel it's important to remind you that I cannot, that it will be me and not Rokea fighting, so.
Understood.
When we hit the top of the stairs, I'm going to take another big deep breath.
All right. There's something a little bit stronger coming through, but still, with two doors on either side of you at the top of the stairs, everything around you would. Uh, there is no like ghost in the stairway.
All right.
I'm gonna throw open the door on the right first.
Do and facing you, then, uh, dangling from the ceiling, is the face of a woman in a mask. Uh, Her hair dropping long and hanging from her head. Some of the layers of her clothing also uh, surrounding her like wings. Let me just drop that light for that door. Hello.
Um, I just want to swing my hammer right away.
You certainly can. Let's roll into initiative.
I'm not feeling diplomatic with any of these people up here.
I think I'll let you take your first attack. Oh, actually, are are you actually? You might be first. Hold on. Yeah, you're actually first. So you see the masked face of this woman dangling upside down at your level, and swing your warhammer at her. Uh, a 21 will strike. Okay, you have a non-magical weapon.
Hmm.
Okay. And is that it for the turn?
Yeah, I'm not an extra attack class, so yeah.
That is true.
I will bonus action channel divinity Twilight Sanctuary.
Is that a bonus action?
You're right, maybe it's not. You're right, it is an action. What's the
Okay.
bonus action thing? I will bonus action hit her with a spiritual weapon.
Okay. Okay. Oh, rude. You knock the mask from her face and it clatters across the floor. You see behind the mask is the face of a very beautiful dark-haired woman with a little bit of a lighter skin comparatively, and a gap-toothed smile that has just kind of the crook of insanity and sharp fangs behind her lips. You can also see that she's wearing inordinately fine and beautiful clothing, lots of jewelry, and her hands as they kind of stretch outwards and like towards you a little bit. Each one is dangling with long and beautiful rings that protect her nails. You also see that she's wearing a necklace that appears to be a red stone that is glowing. Um, let's see. Zazarak, it is your turn.
All right. And she's hanging from the ceiling.
That is correct.
How much clearance between her from the ground to, I guess, the top of her head?
About 4 feet
Okay.
or 5 feet, I'll say. That makes more
Okay.
sense.
I am going to squeeze past my brother, and as I do, I will uh, put a hand like on his shoulder as I sort of crouch down to duck under her and say, "Please, brother, be safe. May the Twilight Rider keep his eyes on you." And I will cast protection from evil and good on Zeldrin, and I will try and just duck to the other side of this woman.
Okay. When you step into the room, you see a stretch of storage wood and tools
Mhm.
stowed away, and there is dust here, but there are a lot of footprints in the dust.
Okay. And yeah, I think that is it for me.
Okay. Rokea?
I will step up so I can see. Oh. Um,
So many of you.
the Sealy, I presume.
Hmm?
I don't answer. I just stab. Well, apparently not.
Yeah, that is a miss. She sways with a sharp lurch out of the path of the trident. But you catch her anyway.
Leave. Yeah, the 4 is the right damage. That's cold damage. And 11
Okay.
piercing. When
Oh,
do
you
I use this? Okay.
are all feisty. You know, we were all told that you were all a little short-tempered, but this is a little surprising. She reaches down and grasps out at you, Zazarak. Can't be having all of this magic bandied about. It's not fair. With a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right, she is going to grapple you and pick you up, hauling you with impressive strength. Um, right to where I can see you, and she'll drag you up this
Do,
way.
do we
Um,
get opportunity attacks when she leaves our threatened area?
you do.
Okay. I will take my reaction then.
Okay. Ooh, ouch. Friends are feisty.
Him down.
Hmm. She, while she has you, you are right side up, Zazarak,
Okay.
and then with a sharp grasp, she catches you by the belt and spins you around so that you are right side up facing her, but upside down in regard to the rest of the world. You can kind of see her a little bit more clearly. She
Mhm.
has a really well made up face, and has a natural derangement. Um, and she just walks with you, almost like she's waltzing with you,
Mhm.
and this way, and walks you farther into the room, and then looks past you, um, whistling sharply, and says, "Dinner's early," and then bites into you with a 22 to hit.
Mhm.
That is 4 piercing and 6 necrotic, with your max reduced by 6 points.
Okay.
Aid taking the brunt of that a little bit. That's nice.
Yeah.
Zeldrin, it is your turn.
Okay, I will move to follow. Um, get close, and then now I will do my Twilight Sanctuary. And then move my spiritual weapon up to hit with that.
This reveals light, is that correct?
Yeah, the Twilight Sanctuary is dim light.
All right. As the starlight begins to dance and find its way through the crevices and dark corners of this room, you see the frames of creatures silhouetted in the dark, who are creeping their way forward, some on the walls, mostly on the floor.
All right. Kind of wishing I had saved the Channel Divinity for a turn undead, but too late now. Don't get a second Channel Divinity until next level.
Yep.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun. It's 16 to hit her with the spiritual weapon.
That will hit.
13 force.
Okay.
And that's it for my turn.
I almost forgot to heal her after she bit you, Zaz. Almost.
Oh, that would be a shame.
Following your turn and the illumination pulling them from their darkened places, these figures, these humanoids, many of them wearing clothing of Barovians, very few as the Valakis that you've seen, but they do not seem bothered by the colder air. They all creep forward and some take the chance to pounce. 2, 4, 5, hauling themselves onto the piles of lumber to get into your path. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I do have a crit against Zeldrin.
Uh-huh.
But that is just as the one to your left lunges forward to grasp you and hold you against the piles of wood that it is standing on.
Hmm.
Then it is a nat one to bite you, actually.
That's great. That's wonderful.
Yeah. However, the one opposite, nope, he still needs to be right there. While you are grappled, still has the opportunity to try to dig past your armor, break you open, and try to eat like crab. Uh, that is an 18 to hit with its claws.
That's a miss.
All right, and then that's tragic. A nat 1, which would have been a nat 20 with advantage for the bite attack. So that will also miss.
Oh.
Does not get through your armor.
Does the protection from evil and good help him out?
Ooh, excellent point. Did you roll a concentration check for when you got hit with that one?
Oh, that's an excellent question. I did not.
18 will save. It's just disadvantage. That's right.
Mhm.
Right. Okay, so
Yeah.
let me make sure if that means you're grappled. The claw attack to grapple you instead of a natural 20 would be a 22.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay, so you are grappled, but you are still uncut.
Hmm.
Or unmarked. That's probably a more apt term. Zazarak. You are on the ceiling with a woman on you.
Yes, well. That was rather unpleasant and unwanted. And in a bit of silvery dust, I simply reappear standing upright on the floor. I use my starlight step to break the grapple, but I'm just gonna be right there because I want to take a couple swings with my double-bladed scimitar.
All right. As you mystify, her mouth is still like agape in that biting gesture. And,
Mhm.
hmm. That's gonna hit. Okay. But the 14 will miss.
Okay. And I'm just gonna hang out there.
Okay. Rokea. Or no, area.
Yeah. If only. Uh,
10 HP to Saz. Temp HP.
Fantastic.
somebody say something about eating crabs, and I will. I'll go for Vasily. Seems to be the ringleader here. 21
Will hit.
for that much. I don't know if they're resistant, so I don't know if I just add it in.
You are seeing. I mean, you have a magic weapon, and you're seeing the cold still has standard effect.
Okay. Then 15 and 14 damage. 2 hits. And that's it for me.
Okay.
I gotta find a way to get something with a bonus. Oh wait, I have something with a bonus. It's called Be a Shark.
Yeah.
That's it for me though. I'm done.
Okay.
Hey,
Uh,
Vandervoort did warn us there were a lot of nasty guys up here.
Yep.
So
Yep.
You boys have so many pointy edges. And she is going to disengage by essentially ducking herself, so she's closest to the ceiling, and scurrying towards the window, and then out. Have fun, dears! She shouts back into the room as she leaves. And then it is Eldrin's turn.
she'll only run if she's on the ropes. I can't leave y'all to this though. I will have the spiritual weapon attack the one that is well, I'll just go ahead and move it. The one that's next to it. Oh, okay. Do 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 do. Nope, I can't do that because I did that. Okay. Neat. Wonderful.
You have an action.
Yep. But I meant to teleport out of this grapple, but I didn't. So I will just use my action for a word of radiance. So Constitution save from the two next to me.
Okay. Oh, that's 2 nat ones and then an 8. I know it's only 2, but the guy rolled. I have the auto advantage turned on.
Yeah, so 5 radiant damage to both of them.
Youch.
That is it for my turn.
Okay. Right. Let's see. With you on the ground now, the others close on you, Zazarak. AC is 15?
16.
16, okay. Right. So of the grasping claws that catch you, you are grappled by this one here. I'll mark him in a second. And then torn. Your armor is torn for 7 slashing damage by another.
Okay.
And the one who has you grappled is able to bite you again with a 17 to hit. Or 9,
yeah, that hits all right.
Yeah. 9 piercing and 7 points of necrotic, with 7 being the reduction. And that'll be 2 con saves.
Okay, hold on one second. So that's 9 and 7. So that's 3 from temp, and that's 13 total from there, and it's minus 7 to my max, and 2 con saves.
I think both of those will save then. Okay. I have my map set up all fucking bad, and I can't track anything on my map. It is Zazarak, your turn.
All right, I'm going to take a couple swings at the one that is grappling me.
Okay. That's going to hit. Oof.
I'm just going to swing again. All right, that's it.
Okay. Arium.
I can't really get in there with that. Okay. This one, yeah, between myself and the only one I'm near, I will try to Thanks, Roll20, for resizing my character sheet down to the name.
Oh.
Appreciate that.
That's helpful.
I am going to try to stab through that one so I can get to the front line. Can I see out this window? Can I see how far she's gotten?
You saw
Steely.
her crawl along the wall, and you do not see her anymore.
Okay.
She didn't like jump out and is on the
Got
street.
it.
She's on the wall somewhere.
Got it. Then, yeah, in that case, it's just...
Okay. 18 is going to hit.
Okay.
Ugh,
And
6 for Saz.
gonna hit. Ouch!
16 more.
Man, having a magic weapon in the party that does bonus damage.
I'm gonna go ahead and step up, not to get in front of you, but I just need to get through. And that's it for me. I'm just taking that one step.
Okay. Zeldrin, it is your turn.
All right, 11 for Arium. I will bonus action Starlight Step out of the grasp. Just a step back, and I will cast a first level guiding bolt at the one that was holding me.
Okay. That will hit.
18 radiant.
Ow! Okay.
And that will be it for my turn.
Alright. Zazarak, I have you grappled and
Hmm?
will tear into the area around your neck with a 22 to hit. Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, that is 6 piercing and 10 necrotic.
Okay.
And the other 2 cannot actually pierce your armor. Alright, and then I have 2 flanking Arium
Mhm.
try to jump on you. 24 and a 25.
Those will both hit.
Alright, you are grappled by one and take 7 points of slashing damage from the other. But you are not the one who tries to bite through your armor on your shoulder does not breach. Zazarak.
Oh, actually, let me do a con. Okay, so the protection from evil and good is still up. I'm going to take a couple more swings at the one grappling me.
That will hit. Okay. Okay. Both of those are hits.
Yeah, I think I'm going to try and cut myself out one more time.
That'll hit. Okay.
And that's my turn.
Arium.
Thank
Which
you.
one has me grappled?
The one on the left, I'll mark them.
Oh, perfect. That's the one I've been beaten on. That's the one I'm going to keep stabbing.
Right.
For a 26 to hit.
Yes.
For 11. Oop, and then only a 10.
10 will miss.
Yeah.
Then it is Zeldrin's turn.
an 11 again for Arium. That's the max there.
Watching your brother get eaten.
Yep. I'm gonna try to run up and position myself here and do a nope. I'm going to second level guiding bolt at the one that has Zazorak.
Okay. Oh,
Nice.
oh.
Hell yeah.
A silver streak of light explodes into the body that is shadowing your brother.
37 radiant. Jesus.
I'm so upset that didn't hit one that's untouched, because this one. And then I will spiritual weapon the one that is holding. Did that kill it?
No.
Oh shit! Okay. Oh my god. Well, then I'll spiritual weapon that one.
Okay.
You would have advantage because of your own guiding.
Yep. Good point. Good point.
Yeah.
Come on, crit. No, damn.
7 force.
Okay.
We were. Uh-oh. That's it.
Okay. The vampires, the one that still has your brother, attempts to revitalize itself through his blood, but does not actually get enough of a draw. Um, the other two, only one of them digs its claws into your side that you can feel, Zazarak, and you are taken for 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Ooh. Then on grappling Arium. Let's see, your AC is a 16, so that will be a hit. Into your bicep, its teeth sink and begin to tear. That is 4 points of piercing and 7 points of necrotic.
That is all of my temporary hit points.
Yes, it is.
I assume that still lowers my maximum hit points, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that wipes out
So,
the aid spell and another 2.
yeah.
That makes the temporary hit points kind of useless there.
I think what
Oh,
that
they still
means.
absorbed a lot of the damage, so I'm not complaining.
I think what that means is that this would like affect the max health. Like if say you were at 40 or whatever, and you were full, and you had 10 temp, I think it makes sense to draw from your whole points, and then you keep your temp points to absorb other damage that's not going to reduce. Does that make sense? Unless there is
Basically,
unless there is a ruling that would say if it doesn't touch your max HP, then it wouldn't affect your max HP.
Don't believe that there is. But like I said, it still affected the actual damage.
I'm happy to if what the temp HP does is buff out entirely, so you don't actually take the uh, necrotic that would reduce your max. I'm happy to play that way, but it also makes sense to have this affect like your real health pool, and then your temp HP buffs out against like the
So have the
non-necrotic
necrotic
damage.
damage deal. So in this case, basically, I would keep the 7. I would keep any of the necrotic damage is going straight to hit points, but the rest is dinging off of temp.
That makes sense to me. Both of these make sense to me, honestly.
Keep 7 temp hit points then.
Yeah.
Because that was the necrotic damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand the ruling. I don't have any problem with it. I just, full disclosure, I was doing neither of those things. I was doing a third thing with
Okay, please disclose your third thing, Adam.
right. I was treating it as two separate issues. Any damage I was taking, right?
Mhm.
Regardless of necrotic or other source, I was deducting it from my temporary hit points and then deducting it from my hit points, just like I would with any other damage. And then anything that was necrotic damage, regardless of whether I was deducting it from temporary hit points or actual hit points, if it was necrotic damage, I was reducing my maximum HP by that number.
Yeah,
Mm,
that's what I was
okay.
doing, which is
Yeah.
what I think the rules as written
Yeah.
is the hit
Yeah.
point drain goes straight through the temp.
Yeah,
It does not.
yeah.
It does not.
There's a like official ruling that says that's how it works.
Okay.
So.
I just didn't want to like steal the temp HP.
Yeah, it's just like that is
Yep.
just a specific situation that like vampires get around temp HP pretty well. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All
I
right.
mean, the temp HP is still absorbing the actual like
The
piercing,
piercing and the
slashing
claws. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still
Yeah,
a huge
Yeah,
help.
it's only damage. This just basically allows for a specific situation where if you're at max health and a vampire does 10 damage, they can do actually 20 damage to you.
Yeah, that's the thing that I would like.
Yeah, I mean, theoretically, I just took 18 because I took the
Yeah.
11 out of the temp hit points and the 7 hit point drain.
Right. And I
Okay.
mean, the good news, quote in air quotes, for Zazarak is he's taken so much damage, he doesn't have to worry about that weird circumstance where having his maximum reduced is somehow going to remove any of his actual hit points. Oh no, like they've done a good enough job doing that already.
Yeah. Okay, as long as we're all on the same page that that's how we're gonna do it, and we're all cool with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
It sucks, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Want to have a good time? What the fuck is happening? Oh, Ariam, I'm eating you.
Again?
Let's
Okay.
see. No, only the one got the one bite, but the other one is able to claw into your front with 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And now it is Zazarak's turn.
Gentlemen, I think we need to go. And with that, I will oh, I know what I'll do. I will cast I will cast Protection from Evil and Good on Ariam.
I will end the spell on.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. And I will use my second Starlight step to end up right by the door. Let's go, gentlemen.
All right, you taking movement?
I'm going to no, I'm not. Well, I'll just move. I'll wait on the other side of the door. Hold it open.
Okay. Ariam.
I am still grappled.
Mm-hmm.
I do not have a fancy teleport. How bad is this thing looking next to me?
The one that's been on you, despite getting tastes of you every once in a while, is actually looking pretty shit.
Okay.
A really good skewer might do him in.
I can either try the grapple check or I can take the attacks. If I break the grapple and try to flee, then I eat 2 attacks of opportunity. Whereas if I try to kill it, if I succeed, I only take 1.
It's true.
So I am gonna do some stabbing,
All right.
Get it.
but that's not a good stab.
I've got an
I
inspiration
will.
for you.
I was gonna
We got to
spend the
get out of here,
inspiration
dude.
I got. Yeah, I
Okay.
will spend the inspiration I got to redo that attack.
That will hit.
For 14 points of damage.
Oh, it's down to 2.
And I have another attack, which will
All
hit.
right. How do you want to do this?
Just I guess stab into one of the like stabbing through her, break off a piece of board, and just stake her in the chest. Uh,
uh, she's briefly pinned to the wall behind as she sort of as she screams, and your own blood drips off of her face, and she falls motionless.
right. See you on the ground floor. I will go 5, and I will jump out the window.
Oh boy.
Ah! Okay. That's da, 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 da.
I mean, she gets an attack of opportunity before I make it out the window. The one that
That's
is left.
absolutely true.
So I could
Oh,
be
she rolled a
grappled
10.
without. Okay.
That is true. That would suck. She swipes out at you, does not catch you. You can hear the tear of your cape behind you being ripped by her claws, and as you fall out the window, you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
My God, how high up are we?
You're on the second floor.
Yeah, I figured that would be a 10-foot fall. Oof. Okay.
I rolled 2d6 since it would be like 15 feet.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm still fine. I'm still conscious. It's fine.
Yeah, I figured you could handle it.
Um,
Zazarat couldn't.
5, 5. That was 10, 15, 20, 25. And I will go in through this window, but onto the first floor.
Oh, that's fucking insane. Okay. Okay. There you are.
This is the way we came in, so I'm just, in case anybody needs cover.
Is Arium still in the 30-foot radius of me?
Technically.
Then they still get 10 hit points.
You don't have to be able to see me?
Nope.
Yeah, we
I
did. We
don't.
figured that one out last time.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, I'll take
So
him. Fuck
fucking
it.
funny. All right, Zeldrin.
I will shout up through the floor. Down here, let's go.
Spirit Guardians. I will be
shit.
casting Spirit
Okay.
Guardians, which I should have done earlier. I don't know why I didn't. And then attack with the spiritual weapon, the one that was previously holding Zaz.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
All right. 17 force damage.
Oh, that. How do you want to do that?
Big ol' force light hammer just goes splat.
Okay.
I just jumped out a window and we're gonna maintain this fight. I'm gonna be so mad.
Look, they are going to pursue. I am
Are they?
holding the back line. I don't know, maybe.
I mean, we do still need the bones.
Exactly. Yeah. We're on the retreat. We're not done yet. Let's see. Spiritual Guardians is 15-foot radius.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Need to get that so that I can see that. I will take one step back towards the door. That way they are not able to fully surround me.
Okay.
and that'll be it for my turn.
All right. Arium, you climb in through the window, having to like force the shutters open.
Shit! Oh, hello there.
You see the woman
Mhm.
from upstairs, right side up. The folds of her clothes draped in looping folds pinned at her belt and such. She's wearing like very very fit clothing. I was talking about this with Tyler the other day that like lots of people love to use corsets as costume design. It's fucking underwear, and she is in like bed clothes. You can see like she is in like almost costumed up like lingerie, not quite, but a lot of very expensive layers of fabric and materials and things. A very odd mismatch of like of tone on this person. And she's leaning on the door frame and looking at you with one arm like stretched high above her own head and looking you up and down. Um, and she says, actually might have been smart enough to get away. You came back in. It's very silly of you. But don't worry, I'm not planning on killing you right now. I'll have opportunities for that later. And if you want my actual name, you were calling me something very silly earlier. It's Valenta.
Valenta.
And she blows you a kiss and vanishes into mist.
Where are the bones?
No.
The vampire who was within your spirit guardians takes 14 points of radiant damage. And is going to will be able to get closer to you. The others won't because they are their movement is halved by the time they get into it.
Mhm.
Let's see. Only one
They'll
of them
take
saves. Yep.
either
Damn.
way. They're all taking damage, which means they're not regenerating, which is great for me
Mm-hmm.
personally.
And 13 for the claws.
Miss.
Miss. All right. Zazarak. Oh, a very
Um,
important distinction for Tyler to know. When you cast the spell, you have to identify the targets you wish to avoid by sight. So you would
Mhm.
know that Arium is not safe from this.
Uh huh.
Just as a thought.
Yeah.
All right, Zaz.
When I was formulating this plan, I did not expect them to jump out of a window. So
well, that's some good thinking, brother. And at that one right there, I will cast a Sacred Flame.
Which one again? First
The
one.
one, yeah, the one closest to Zeldrin.
Okay. That's a 19.
All right. And I will book it down the stairs.
Okay. 1, 2,
Oh.
3. 2, 3, then 4.
All right. And I'll wait down here for my brother.
Okay. Arium. You hear the people running down the stairs, which are right next to you.
Yeah, but there's no door on this side, so 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yes. Yeah, just wanted to let you know that they're on their way.
Yeah.
Presumably, unless that's the vampires.
That's what I'm checking. 25, and I will ready in action that if a vampire comes down the stairs, I will stab.
Okay. Zeldrin.
So be careful, Arium's down here.
What? What's what? Why?
when he's done that thing with the moonlight, sir, the stuff that the damaging aura around him, but you weren't around, so it'll fry you too.
You could take a window.
I want to fight. I want to kill. I want to destroy.
Well, bring them down on this staircase where they can only fight one at a time.
Yeah, but then the spirit guardians. I will spiritual weapon this one that is closest to me.
Okay.
15.
15 hits.
9 force damage. Then I will take a step away. Opportunity attack.
Yeah. That's a 10.
All right, then I will first level guiding bolt that one.
Ouch.
15 radiant.
Okay. That's a hit. You are exuding light. Your armor is gleaming and reflecting all of the dancing stars in the mist, and each summoned ball of force is just the accumulation of this mist, making a force of will that is taking shot after shot at these undead.
And I will stop there.
Okay. Here we go.
Wisdom saves.
Yep.
Can I
one's
roll
gonna-
that damage again?
Yes. Yes.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I got an inspiration for you.
I can't use that on damage, I don't think.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love your enthusiasm, though, Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you
all
were
of them
rolling
did fail.
concentration for it. Yeah.
Not yet.
What is your AC?
19.
19? Okay. So the one who is right here is going to crawl onto the wall and try to scrabble at you from around the corner, but you'll have a +2 to your AC for that. Oh, they rolled a 23. I'm sorry. That's 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Takes
Yeah.
away my temp finally.
And then this one is not able to grapple you from where you are with just their claws. We'll still need the con check for the concentration.
All right.
Okay. Ziazarak.
Can I see my brother at the top of the stairs?
You can. He is just at the top of the stairs.
Great. Zelia, I know how much you want to fight, but unless we can find a way to do it more judiciously, we gotta go. And I will cast aid again on the three of us.
Ooh.
I can't benefit from that twice, so mine doesn't change. You can't benefit from the same spell twice, ever.
I believe we've seen this done though, where you can cast aid twice. Is that right? Am I misremembering?
If you're down hit points, if you have taken the damage, it still increases your current hit points by 5. It will not stack to give you 10 increase to maximum hit points.
Yeah.
But it'll
So
still
like the other
essentially
two guys
heal
who have
5.
taken damage, like their max doesn't go up any higher or doesn't go up another 5, but like they would gain
5 hit points.
Yeah. I don't think I can be affected because I haven't taken any of the damage yet.
I think that is correct then.
But it would be like them choosing the new effect instead of the old effect.
Yeah.
which would, I think, mean that their max goes up by 5.
Yeah, which I think one of the primary reasons Adam is smart to do this is because he's dying.
Yeah.
I'm in deep trouble. Yeah.
Yeah. So like for me, no matter what, I am at 48, but y'all
Yeah.
can like increase your max back up by
Yeah,
5, I think.
since you've had reductions. That
Well, no,
checks out for
because
me.
if the original effect ended, our hit point max would drop by 5 because this has a duration on it.
Oh,
Which
I don't think, because like that bonus 5 was ate some of the effect, and then whenever that goes away, like you're not dropping another 5, I don't think.
we would, because the effects of the aid spell end. If somebody
Um,
like dispelled magic on us right now and the spell went away, the maximum hit points would drop by 5 because the effect of
Well,
the aid
no.
spell is gone.
Those 5 that were already reduced away, like your
Yes.
max would theoretically return to its normal, and like it wouldn't push the vampire's effect further down on you.
Yes. Yeah. So if you had 10
But
and
my
you
max
got
is normally
5,
49. I went up
uh-huh.
to 54 with the aid. I've taken 7 in max hit point drain. If
Mhm.
I were to get a hit by a dispel magic right now, aid would go away. The effects of the aid spell would drop.
Mhm.
And those
My
5 would
maximum hit
stay, and
points
only
would
2
drop.
would carry over.
The
Right. I
the
mean,
maximum would.
My max hit points is reduced by 7 right now because of the
Right,
necrotic
but
damage that I have taken.
Yeah. But
With
it would.
aid, my actual max has only gone down by 2.
Yes.
If aid goes away, those 5 hit point drain don't suddenly vanish. They only go away once I get a long rest. My max
I
hit points is still dropped by 7, so I would go from 49 to 42.
I would disagree. I think that with aid being where it is, like the purpose of it is you would not drop by an additional 5 once aid goes away. It would be
Sure.
returning to what your threshold is supposed to be, and then the reductions that exist just persist, not
What I'm
right. I
saying,
mean,
the reduction that persists is 7,
I think that like
not
the way
2.
that Max and I
I
are
think
interpreting it does come through as like a common sense thing, but looking at like the wording and this like stack exchange, it is saying that you would like do what Ted is saying and then
Okay.
Well,
drop 5.
see, I don't know. I don't think so, because it's not like the reduction of your maximum hit points. It's not like that's an ongoing effect, right?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
happens, right? And whenever it happens, it occurs and it takes effect, and then it's over, right?
Yeah.
It does whatever it does and it's
It-
over. So
It's like
if
it
if
But-
you've got right, if you've got, you know, if your
You'll have
max
lost
HP is
and gain on
50 at the time, right, and you lose 10 hit 10 max 8, or your maximum hit points are reduced by 10 because of necrotic damage, then you go down to 40.
You know what I think solves this, and I think Adam, you've helped me come to it. It's not possible to dispel aid. Aid is not a wait. It has a duration.
It's
Yeah,
got a
it does-
duration. You
does
can
have
dispel it.
You can
Yeah.
dispel
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Right, but right, it in order for your hit
You've
point
already
maximum
lost that aid.
right, you've already lost it. You've lost the hit points that you gained from aid,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
That's
And
that's how
so-
I
you,
see
you
it.
I mean,
haven't,
it's up to
because
DM
there's another. Hold on,
interpretation.
there is another factor here.
Mhm.
If you have gotten aid and then gotten hit point drain, so let's say my max hit points is 50. I get aid, my
Mhm.
max goes up to 55. I take 10 in max hit point drain.
Right.
Somebody walks up and hits me with a greater restoration and gets rid of all of my hit point drain.
Mhm.
My max doesn't go back up to 50. It includes the aid effect. My max would go
Mhm.
back up to 55.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Because
that's
the aid
reasonable. It's up
effect
to- it's up to
persists.
Max.
It is a magical effect. Yeah, it's Max's call. I'm good either way. I mean,
Yeah.
I end up with 2 extra hit points, or 5 extra hit points.
I think the greater restoration is a very good point. And Tyler, you were reading that like it would be the case that it would drop a quote unquote again once aid ends, because aid will end before long rest theoretically. I think we'll go that route. I don't like it as much, but I think that makes the most math sense. Not it doesn't make the most math sense, but it makes
Okay.
the most rule sense. So
Given that
recasting
that is the
aid.
case,
Yeah.
can I do something else with my
Yes, of
action?
course. Yes.
Okay.
I love you guys, by the way.
All right. I'm going to. What am I going to do? I'm going to use 14 lay on hands points. To heal myself up.
Okay. Wow, your health bar looks great, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. A bonus action for you?
Nope. That's it.
Okay. And Arium, you're up.
Need the bones, and Zeldrin is right at the top of the stairs.
Mhm.
I'm. Yeah, I guess I will just. I will ready the same action. If a vampire comes down the stairs and into my reach, I will stab it.
Okay. Zeldrin, you're up. You are muted.
Use my spirit guardian or spiritual weapon to hit the one right next to me. It's an 11.
Yes.
I will begin heading downstairs and drop my spirit guardians and get to the bottom of the stairs and then recast it whenever I can see my allies.
Damn. Okay, cool.
And that's it.
Okay. Have pursuers. And slowed and crawling down the walls of the stairwell. Let's see. The last guy. Oh my god, I cannot get a grip on you. No, I cannot grapple you.
Tank.
I keep rolling nat ones against you, and that's honestly sad for me. Zazarak. It's worse than if I were just rolling like your AC's high, but rolling a nat one just means I was never gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're up, Zaz.
Oh, at the end of my turn, I need to get my temp HP.
I will just roll out of the way in case. Well, I'll just sort of. No, I can't see it if I go there. I'll just roll out of the way in case Arium wants to step up, and then at the one right in front, we'll Sacred Flame it.
That is an 18.
All right.
Rolling well there.
Did they take the Spirit Guardians damage?
Oh, nope. My bad. Did you rolled it again?
I don't
No,
think
you
I
didn't.
did.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh
God
god.
moly.
damn.
Oh, only one of them saved on that. Let's see. Da, da, da. Okay. That amount of damage, the one who is against you and is trying its hardest to claw and grapple and grab, like you can smell that its skin is being like flayed by the starlight. Let's see. Minus 23. That's not good for them. So it is Arium.
Um,
10 for Zaz.
Thank you.
yeah, I cannot squeeze past Zeldrin. So I will wait here and ready again.
Okay. Zeldrin.
I don't have ranged attacks.
Uh, oof. I guess so that other people can help, I will back up a bit and take an attack.
$17 is not gonna hit. Fucking
Mhm.
damn it.
And since I have range, I'm gonna guiding bolt again.
That
The one
one
at
will
front.
hit. How do you want to do this?
Just a nice fiery disintegration.
All right. Done and dusted.
Um, can I move my spirit guardian, my spiritual weapon?
I believe you can, and that would put it here if it moves its 20 feet.
Okay, I'll just have it attack that one beneath it.
Okay. And there's still one behind this one, but the wall
Yeah.
cuts it.
Oh, 16.
16 is a hit. Okay. All right, I will move this corpse, and I will move my vampires so you can see them.
Gonna step. Yeah, I'll just stay right there. That's
And this one is climbing along the right wall and then through the door onto the ceiling and like over you, Zeldrin, getting into this area here. This one can only get to this far, but it is taking the stairs more standard. And
it's
I'll roll
14 on the spirit
those.
guardian system.
Yep. 1, 2. That's another fucking nap. Oh, Jesus Christ.
That trigger my ready?
It does. This one's on the ceiling. 22 will hit.
For 11 points damage.
And after you strike out at it, it just throws itself from the ceiling on top of you, Arium. Da, 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 da. A 24 to hit. Hey!
Yep.
And
You're still under protection from evil and good.
that's a 23 then.
Still hits.
Son of a-
Okay. That sucked. I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. That's how the game works.
Yeah. 23 to hit. This one has you grappled and is just kind of like on top, like it's like feet on your chest, hands like on the back of your head, and trying to like bite into you. There is nothing for it to bite. It does not beat your AC. Um, this one, Zeldrin. See if I can get you with this guy. 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, that is a grapple with a. Do you want to come see this another nat 1 versus nat 20 roll to bite you?
You've had an unbelievable number of nat ones.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still sitting at 59 hit points.
I know. It fucking. Jesus. Okay. What was I? Oh, marking this token. It is Zazarak's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and just slice this thing off of Arian.
Is a miss. That is a
my
miss.
God.
That's a hit. Okay. Cut into one of its arms. It is severely weakened by the starlight swarthing over it, and it is screaming, still just trying to break open Arium's head like a watermelon. I don't know. I need to.
You're no mind flayer. Cut that shit out.
Ariam, you're up.
Thank
Ooh.
you.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try to break the grapple. I'm just going to try to murder.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 12 and an 18.
How do you want to do this?
There's the moment where she leaps off the ceiling and is frantically making attacks, and then those attacks start to slow down, and she realizes that when she jumped on the trident the whole time. She's been dead. She just didn't know it.
Sheesh kebab.
You thrust the trident further up, just so you can arc it down and shake the weight of the body off of you, so you are armed and ready again. Zeldrin.
Do. 7 for Arium if he needs it.
That's how many I have.
All right. I will bring my spiritual weapon to attack this one. All right. I
Okay.
will take it. And then I will Sacred Flame with my action.
Okay. Math 14. Okay. Dun, dun. That's a 23.
Okay. And that's it for my turn. And Spirit Guardians.
Yeah. Okay. 17. Okay, that's. All right, this one still has you grappled and is trying to fight desperately for any like soft tissue that it can sink its teeth into. 17.
That's a miss.
Okay.
It can slash at me still too.
Yeah.
Imagine if I had taken you up on the offer for that shield.
All these 17s would have hit, yeah.
It doesn't hit you with anything else, by the way. Zazarak.
All right, I'll peel around the side here and just try and slice in there with my scimitar.
That's gonna hit. Okay. That will miss. And that is gonna hit. Okay, how do you want to take this one out?
Yeah, I'm just spinning this scimitar and slicing this thing up like a meat slicer at the deli.
The last blade twirling catches it across the face and just drops to the stairs with several thuds as it falls to the bottom. And combat ends.
See, that wasn't too bad. Looks over at Zazarak with just like black veins. Oh.
Well, I've
There
been
are
worse.
bites taken out of you.
Yeah, it's not good. But
Well, let's see if we can find those bones and get us out of here.
I agree.
And we'll take
You
our
fellas
15.
need a little healing, or I don't know how much your max hit points have been.
Yeah, no, I'm as good as I'm gonna get till I get some rest.
That's what I figured.
All right, we'll take our 15-minute break. Be back at 35, and you can investigate the house.
these ropes off of her.
I'm getting my shield like ready, strapped to my arm. Um, Taking a little bit more of like a defensive stance.
Okay.
What the hell happened here?
I was just I was at the inn, and I had gone down for a drink, and the creature, the man with the horrible arm, he grabbed me, and at first the the innkeeper, he tried to stop him, but there was something very strange that happened. It was a lot of a lot of things happening all at once. There was fire and the sounds of birds, and then I didn't. And then I found myself here. I don't know. Where are we?
We're in the Baron's house.
Hear some footsteps that are coming up the stairs.
I want to step out into the hallway.
Okay. Up the stairs, making no attempt to be quiet or but just admittedly concerned and confused. A couple of staff members, uh, headed by the Baroness, comes around. Is everyone all right? Yes, we heard a crash. Did somebody drop something?
Your husband's lapdog has kidnapped our friend.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is everything all right?
Oh, I'm sure it's a misunderstanding. Things will be all right as soon as we're able to clear it up with your husband. Where is he?
I can try to find him if you'd like. If you just
Do it.
wait
Do it quickly,
moment.
please.
Her forced smile is cracking, and her eyes are twitching as she hurries past you and down into the private quarters of the house. And shortly after that, she comes out, followed by her husband and the other dog. He's in like a dressing gown and appears to have been like bathing. Um, what is the meaning of all of this? What I've is something that Isaac has done?
Explain to me why it is that our friend Irina is tied up and bound and gagged in the room across from your study.
That is Isaac's room. That would be a question for him.
Where would we find this Isaac?
Think that it would be out in the city, doing work for the festival.
Where do you get all the dolls?
From the toy maker in town. We cannot have strangers barging into our house and into private quarters. You and your friend may leave, but should not be returning in this manner.
Baron, we cannot have our friends being kidnapped off the street, even if it's by your lackeys. We are now going to go talk to Isaac, and we are going to do what must be done to make sure this doesn't happen again. Now, if you would like to remain our friend, which I think would be wise, then you'll give us your blessing in this. Otherwise, we'll just assume you're complicit. Which way would you prefer it?
He does straighten. Could you make me an intimidation check?
Mm-hmm.
With advantage.
Have advantage. Malkoviches do not bow to threats. Do you may leave this house, and we may discuss with which manner we should address this situation with Isaac.
I don't say a word, I leave.
I follow as well, making sure Irina is with us.
Hmm.
Okay.
I will put Arena between myself and the brothers. You know, it's funny, we still didn't tell him what happened to his servants.
Yes, I found myself suddenly not caring about that too much.
Oh, for sure, still. It's kind of funny.
Hmm. Well, where to
Well,
first? The inn?
uh,
Should we return Irina to the church? Irina, would you like to return to the church or stay with us?
I think with you, that seems probably the most safe at this time.
Hmm. Just be warned, we are headed towards your captor. There will likely be a fight.
Well, as long as you don't die, then I'm going to just assume that that is going to be safer than going back to the church or to the inn or anywhere by myself.
Hmm. Very well. I'll start heading into town towards um like a center square or wherever preparations might be happening, looking for a guy with a claw arm.
Okay. Do
yeah,
you ask around or are you just looking?
literally every person I see, I'm asking.
Okay. Uh, everyone kind of like your emotional state is very visible to them, and
Mhm.
you are also a stranger, and you are also asking about the nastiest dude in town,
Mhm.
and everyone immediately acquiesces the best they can. Like I think he's in the town center,
Mhm.
and they point you to like the far eastern side of town.
Yeah, let's head that way.
Yeah, let me pull up that area. Yeah, sure enough, there are dozens of town guards here who are assisting in all armed still, but primarily assisting in the physical uh, presentation, like setup of the festival. Decorations are being set. A pyre is being built, um, and some ways away you see the folks in stocks as well. Isaac is unmistakable here.
Isaac, hello. Baron sent us to fetch you.
Slowly turning towards you, this uh, giant figure of a person, shaved head and a sharp face. His features look almost familiar, um, and the long arm nearly touching the ground as he walks towards you. Who are all of you?
I'll just step aside so he can see Irina. Baron sent us to fetch you about your captive.
There's recognition and some enlightenment. In my private quarters.
Oh, I'm sorry. We we sort of figured our friend being tied up and kidnapped. Also, what's with the dolls? That's just weird.
She was taken. It has been 20 years. She returns. Going to take her from me again.
Funny years. What?
I doubt she's who you think she is. Furthermore, she does not belong to you.
He begins to walk closer. Close the distance between all of you. Do not belong here.
I'm gonna walk towards him to try and close that distance, but also to keep him away from Irina.
I think we need to get into initiative. A classic.
Hell yeah.
I know this page.
This will take me just a second.
Yeah, no worries. Holy shit, look at that. All my hit points.
Oh, whoa.
I missed you. I missed you guys.
Okay, zoom out a bit and voila.
Holy moly.
Okay.
Could I be here too?
Yeah, get yourself on the map.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, everyone else was dragging themselves while I was doing
Oh.
this.
I was not looking.
Yeah, no, you're good. Bro, why'd you close the character sheet? You need that. You knew that. Oh, fuck off. You don't get to do that. We're not doing that again. I'm not splitting my goons up into two parties and then go one after another in initiative. Not fucking happening again. Irina so that she has a chance of defending herself, possibly. Okay. So it is the case that Isaac gets to move first. Start here. Zazarak, you said you wanted to intercept, so we'll put you there.
Mm-hmm.
Right. As he gets closer, Isaac's long, dark coat, um, underneath, there's kind of an odd shape that he reaches back with his one human remaining arm, and produces a uh, not particularly huge or outstanding, but certainly unique battle axe. And his other arm extends, and the fingers uncurl, and a large ball of fire begins to dance between his fingertips, and he hurls it at you, Zazarak, to start
Mm-hmm.
with only a 12 to hit, but it explodes with a sharp heat that feels quite intense, for not doing any damage, but that was fucking gnarly, whatever that was.
Mm-hmm.
Following that, this group of guards, their attention is drawn. They are moving just a little bit in and readying themselves with some confusion, likely some hesitation, but just obligate, um, attempting to do their jobs best they possibly could. Zeldrin.
Um, the rest of you that are not involved here, let it be known this man here is trying to abduct this friend of ours. He has come to attack, and we are defending. And I will pull out my warhammer, and I will approach and just take a very obviously defensive stance, and ready in action to attack if he steps closer to me.
Okay. Zazarak.
I will walk up next to my brother, and as I do, I will announce to the crowd of guards, "We are here on orders of the Baron. He has demanded that Isaac return with us so that we can discuss the abduction of our friend. Anything Isaac does other than return with us is a direct violation of the Baron's wishes." And I will pull out my double-bladed scimitar and hold an action to attack if attacked.
Could you make me a persuasion check?
Is enhanceability still up?
Last
Oh,
an hour.
yeah, lasts an hour, so you should be good. Okay. You can't shake the confusion from
Mhm.
these guards, but there's a lowering of weapons.
Yeah, honestly, confusion sounds great. I'll take
Confusion is
confusion.
good.
Yeah.
Confusion means 10 people don't jump you in the next couple of turns.
Right.
Arium. Rokea.
Mm-hmm. The guys around the outside, they're just sort of watching. They're not like armed or anything that we see.
They are actually armed. Each of them
Oh,
has a shield, and cheap spears. And they are all armored. They were here doing other things, but they are
Got it.
clearly still like the city watch.
I don't want to leave arena. As a bonus action, I will go ahead and activate. Since I lost my Rite of the Frozen, I will reactivate it on my claw. Ow!
That sucks.
Eh. Um, God, I don't want to just abandon arena here. I will step down to this guy. And I don't want to just gut these dudes.
Yeah, they you can read their expressions. They're not like at this point, they're kind of like keeping like citizens back. Something is going to happen
Okay,
here and they're
got it.
scared.
Okay, then I'm not going to worry about them right now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, just enough. I would actually like to try to grapple him.
Sure.
Advantage because I'm in shark form. Go on, roll 20.
Oh,
Yes.
he rolled high, but that's outstanding. All right.
Uh,
How do you have him grappled?
I latch on both of my arms on one of his. I will spin him around. I would like to use my second action to try to shove him to the ground. I'm basically trying to
Uh-huh.
hammerlock him, his arm behind his back, and shove him to the ground.
Okay. Let's do a shove attack then.
It's just another one of these. What
Oh,
is going
boy.
on?
whoa!
Oh God, whatever game.
Just supreme force of might. You can feel how strong this guy is. He is at least as strong as you are. But you just have the surge of your blood rush and twist his arm back and boot him down, and he clatters to the ground.
You're gonna start making more sense than you've been making. That's my movement, my bonus action, and my action.
Okay. Irina is not going to move towards the guards because that's terrifying too, but also we'll just keep her in dodge. All of the guards are in standstill. Um, Isaac on the ground is going to roll himself over and say, "You will not deny me my kin," and will stand to attack uh, with the axe. That is two 23s to hit Rokea.
Yeah, those both hit.
Will be 13 and then 8 points of slashing damage.
And I assume that this is.
It's a non-magical weapon.
Uh, is it silver?
No.
Okay, good. So that's 6 and 4.
Uh-huh.
It's 10. And the 5 I did to myself, which roll 20 erased.
Zeldrin.
Do, 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 do. I will. I'm going to cast a moonbeam on him.
Gonna cast what?
Moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
Uh,
Oh no.
um. So on his turn, he'll have to make a save against damage. That's it.
Okay, Zazarak.
Hmm. Uh, right now, no one is trying to deny you anything. We are simply trying to fulfill the Baron's wishes, and you are resisting. And I will cast Hold Person.
Oh, that's an 11.
That is a held person.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Um, Says Arena's his kin? Taking 20. That doesn't make any sense. He is held. Can can I rip the axe out of his hands?
You could just take it from him, because he's
Excellent.
yeah.
Because that hurt a little bit.
Could have hurt worse too.
Yeah. I will spend. Yeah, maybe we just take him unconscious, and I will use my action to predatory strikes. I'm just gonna start beating his ass. Fuck this.
You have advantage and you're in melee range, so it'll be a critical hit.
Uh,
That will hit.
I don't know how to force critical damage on this.
You might just have to roll extra dice.
Yeah, it's only an extra d6, so.
It'll be 2d6s since
Oh
you've
right,
got.
'cause I have my cold damage. Ooh, can I still guarantee that I knock him unconscious with the cold, or should I shut the right off? Can I shut the right off?
You can as a bonus action. Um, and I would say you would be able to knock him out if it got to that point. Oof, ouch.
Second hit
Okay.
is another 23 for 16, and I will bonus action predatory strike as well.
Okay.
This is all in an effort to knock him unconscious. I am.
Yeah.
That is another
20.
20.
All right. He is conscious and and fighting this paralysis. There's a hot rage in his face. As close as you are, you can see that he's mad.
I did just punch him a lot, so it's fair.
And on his turn, he'll try to beat that. That's a 3. Okay.
He also takes that moonbeam damage.
Oh,
On
yes.
his turn, yeah.
Yes, that's a con save. That's a 9. So what was the damage?
That was 19.
Ooh, ouch. Still conscious. And Zeldrin, it is your turn.
Okay. Is he still held?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to guiding bolt
Okay.
at second level.
You have advantage. Okay.
13.
Right. Still conscious, even as the moonbeam focuses down, a bolt searing into his skin. You can just hear him roaring in his chest through his bound jaw and teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Zazarak.
I'm just gonna take a step up and just announce to everybody, I need everybody to step 40 feet back. And I'll,
Fucking what?
I'll put a hand on Isaac's shoulder and say, listen, we want to hear your story, but we will put you down if we have to. I want to see in those eyes that you yield. And that'll be my turn.
I'll
Okay.
kill him.
Rokea? There is no fear or
Mhm.
or anything yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're a tough one, I'll give you that. And we'll have this conversation when we've got you locked somewhere safe. I'm just gonna keep pounding on him.
Yeah. Obviously, you know that this should have done some
Oh
severe
my god,
damage
yeah.
to another person, but this guy is, I don't want to say taking it like a champ because that's not it. He's refusing to let this be it. A 14 will hit actually.
Oh.
Doesn't have a lot of armor going on.
Uh,
But with that second blow, he his head lolls back, and then even under the held grip of moonlight, everything slackens. He is unconscious.
I will pull him out of the moonlight.
Oh.
Tyler came to table tonight to kill.
I was gonna
Look,
Yeah.
this guy kidnapped Arena. I don't plan to forgive him. My God doesn't teach forgiveness.
You hear murmurings in the amongst the guards, just whispers of just this. Oh my God, they took down Isaac. And just like, who are these people? And even just a few pointed at Irina. Who the hell is she? But like, you hear like common folk and these guards all in a stir over what they have just witnessed.
Brother, do you have any way to stabilize him?
He's stable, he's unconscious.
Well,
Sure do. Stabs him in the face.
Now
Yeah,
he's stable.
nothing's more stable than dead.
There will be no fluctuations in his condition.
Right. I will announce to everyone, thank you all. It is unfortunate when a servant of the city goes rogue, as this individual did, but I assure you, he is still breathing, and we are going to take him back to the Baron to have that conversation, which the Baron requested. If you could clear a path, we'll be out of your way, and you can resume the setup for the festival.
I am going to wrap this dude in all 50 feet of my rope. I am mummifying this dude in hemp rope.
As you haul him up and begin your way back towards the Baron's house, you hear again, the crowd parts for you, and everyone is sort of staring in amazement. And amongst these murmurs, wondering who you are, what you're doing here, and what the fuck just happened. You also hear just the faintest catch of maybe Lady Watcher was right. And that's where we're going to end session for tonight.
All right.
They really just walked up on this man in the middle of the street and beat his ass into unconsciousness,
Yeah,
surrounded by guards.
yeah.
I regret not taking a step forward before I guiding bolted. That way it could crit.
My only regret is that I didn't murk that motherfucker.